Networking can be so nerve-wracking. Listen, I know. But here is one system that really helped me overcome my fears and anxiety. Hi, my name is MLQ, and I have created this channel to help Black professionals have long-term, fulfilling and happy careers. So picture this. It's probably our worst nightmares. You're at a conference, the panel was just ended, and they announce a coffee break. People that are sitting next to each other, they all wander off, and you go and you're like, wow, like everyone's already speaking to someone. Who do I speak to? Will they accept me? What do I say? It's normal. So how do you know which groups to approach and which ones to avoid? I use the open and close system. Now, what does that mean? Look for open groups. These are groups that are sort of organized in a semicircle or a C. In other words, there's a space for you to go and approach them, and logistically, body language wise, they've created the space, created the possibility of someone joining that group. So look for the C's, especially if there are 4+ people in that particular group. The other group are what I call V's. Now, one thing to remember is that men very rarely talk face to face. It's usually beef, or they're trying to have a private conversation, yeah? So you will see that men will stand sort of shoulder to shoulder, both their feet are in a V-shaped position, and it allows you perfectly to come in and fill that gap and introduce yourself. Which are the groups to avoid? Now, I have found this out the hard way. The first is if you see two men talking face to face, or a man and a woman talking face to face, typically they're having a private discussion, yeah? Especially when there is mirroring going on. So when someone folds their arms, the other one fold their arm. When someone like touches their cheek or they pull their ear, then if they mirror that, you're like, ooh, this is a relationship that wants to go deeper. So avoid those at all costs. The second group to avoid are what I call the closed groups, or the oh my God. Anyway, so don't worry, I'm going to be an R&B singer. So those are the people to avoid. Why? Because what you'll notice is this, yeah? Groups stick together when there are fewer than 6 people in the conversation. Once I hit 7, you'll see the group will break off into like 4 or 3 and vice versa. So it's important to realize that if there's a group of 6 people and they're in a circle, do not go to that group, because they've already built a rapport, they've already got a conversation going, and they've closed it off to new members, yeah? If it's let's say, a group whereby they're 5, it's safer, because actually you realize that actually you can keep the group of 6 going and you can just jump in the conversation and catch up. And the last group of people to avoid are the people on the periphery. When they go off the periphery, it means that they do not want to be disturbed and they want to continue a conversation from earlier on in the day. So those are the people to avoid. Now, sometimes you're late and you're like, rah, like everyone's in a closed group, people on the sides, the man them are talking face to face. There's a woman and a man and they're mirroring each other. You're like, how do I do this? And it's really awkward. You've got a glass of water, you've got your cup of tea, you've got a little cake. You're like, wow, just standing, looking at all these people, thinking like, rah, like who do I go to? As I said, go to your bigger group, particularly a group of 6 people, because you know that once you go there, you're going to have enough attention. The group's going to split up and you're going to have enough attention with 3 or 4 people. Now, the way to do it is important. You can just say, hi, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry to disturb. I'm Michael. I just wanted to introduce myself. And if it's a group, do not just have a conversation with one person. Notice something that is unusual about the group, or try and compliment the group. You can say, hi, my name is Michael. Sorry to disturb you. But I really heard all your laughter. And I was like, this is the group to meet, to connect with. Where are you all from? And what you've done is you created a forum where people are interacting with you as a group. Now, what they will not forgive you for is if you go there and talk to one person and now the group is split off and they were having a conversation and you are the cause. They will forever curse your name. Hex. So make sure that you don't break up a group randomly and just target one person, because they'll be like, why are you here? I was having such fun with the other group. Do you know what I'm saying? And the last thing is that if you're speaking, if you're gonna break up two people that are speaking, you can say, sorry to disturb you. I just wanted to ask one quick question to this person and give my business card. I'm not going to be here long. And that tells both parties that actually this is going to be a minor incursion if they don't enjoy the conversation or information you're going to give them, and they can get back to it at a later date. But you've at least acknowledged they're having a conversation and you are the cause of them not talking further. So acknowledge that, give them the card, drop your piece of knowledge, ask your question, and be very mindful that you are an imposter. So get out as soon as you can. Yeah. So I hope that this has been very useful for you. The open and close method, just to summarize, boom. Always approach open groups, C's or V's, avoid O's, and also make sure you try and be mindful of people's body language, particularly that are mirroring one another. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you can the subscribe button, the like button as well. And if you want to get even more value from me, check out this video over here, where I talk about 5 career-defining books that really helped me stand out, especially when I got fired or someone else was leaving lunch. Peace out.